Just picture it. One spectacular night for the most glittering event in the British film calendar. Who will be the chosen ones? The ones who will walk away with the prestigious gold mask, the coveted BAFTA. Let's face it, they all want it. See it for yourself as London comes alive with the Orange British Academy Film Awards. Sunday from 9 on BBC One.
Cheese.
This is how I was taught to count. The lack of oxygen combined with large objects that I can eat give it a sense of urgency. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, young man. Learn to count. Lead me to it. 1, 2, 3. Somebody's nicked one.
BBC Radio 4, weeknights at 6:30.
Scottish tales, truth or fiction? Join Bill Oddie for a history hunt as the Sign Zone gets underway in 5 minutes here on BBC One. First on BBC One, no doubt slick on the slopes himself, Alex Deakin with the skiing weather.
Hello there, welcome to skiing. Whether it's half-term for many of us next week, the slope's likely to be a little bit busy. The good news is for much of the Alps, and if you're heading to North America too, there should be plenty of snow to go around. More on that though in just a moment. I want to start first of all in Japan, where the Moguls events going on this weekend are in some danger. We don't normally talk a lot about Japan. More snow to come here, some good snow bases to be had, but that area of low pressure winding itself up to bring, yes, more snow, but also some very strong winds for parts of Hokkaido over the course of this weekend. So, as I say, those Mogul events could be in some jeopardy. Over into the United States, much quieter conditions. Not too much in the way of snow down across the United States through the Rockies here, but we've had plenty over recent weeks. High pressure bringing plenty of sunshine, some great skiing conditions. A bit of snow moving into the Canadian Rockies. More on that, though, in a moment. Plenty of sunshine in Colorado. Not always good news, of course, increasing the avalanche risk. It's about this time of year that the avalanche risk usually rises. 100 reported last weekend, and the avalanche risk is rated as high in quite a few areas. But there is some good skiing to be had at Crested Butte, for example. Excellent conditions on both upper and lower slopes, despite not having too much snow through the week just gone. In Canada, we are expecting more snow. None here since last Friday, but still some excellent conditions at Vernie. As I say, a little bit more snow likely here through the course of the weekend. A bit more snow likely too further east through Canada. Let's zoom then back across the Atlantic into Europe, where this little area of cloud has been giving one or two problems for parts of Austria. More on that, though, in just a moment. High pressure, keeping things largely fine and dry, though, across the Alps through the weekend. Plenty of sunshine to be had here. That same area of high pressure also giving fine conditions for the Pyrenees, where we are just starting to struggle a little bit. Plenty of sunshine here through this weekend, but for some parts of Andorra, we haven't had much snow for, the best part of a month, and conditions are starting to suffer a little bit crusty off-piste. We could do with a bit more snow here. Plenty of snow, though, in the Alps. Avoriaz, in particular, one of the favoured spots in France currently. You could do with a bit more. I haven't had too much recently, but all in all, with the sunshine, great conditions here this weekend. It's a similar story in Switzerland. Maybe you could do with a little bit more, but a lot of snow through January gave a great base, and there's still some excellent conditions, particularly high up. And the same can be said pretty much for a good part of Italy. Lots of snow earlier on in the season, giving a very sound base. A little bit yesterday, but we could do with just a little bit more to top up some of those lower slopes. We don't think we'll get too much more across much of the Alps this weekend. Plenty of sunshine. Maybe there's some more snow to come through into Austria, where we might not need too much more. We've had huge dumps recently, and it's caused the Alpine World Cup event training schedule to be cancelled on both Wednesday and Thursday. There is more planned on Friday, but if that doesn't go ahead, then the World Cup event this weekend is under threat. They have to have a training day before the men's downhill and the men's slalom can go ahead. But St Anton is our chosen resort this week. Some excellent conditions here, one of the most reliable places in Austria, some great runs here as well, although it does face south, so it's a bit of a sun trap, and so St Anton is prone to avalanches and some slushy conditions at lower levels. But that's not the problem at the moment. Huge amounts of snow here recently, some superb conditions both on and off-piste. Similarly in Germany, also some very fresh snowfalls bringing some excellent conditions here. We could do with a little bit more across parts of Scandinavia, certainly skiable through much of Norway and Sweden, but not huge amounts of snow, and signs that things might just get a little bit warmer, starting to melt that snow in the coming days. That's all from me. Good night.
If you're driving in snow,